Good morning, everyone. So the book that I'll be going to be talking about is called Salvation of a Saint by Keigo Higashino. So I just want to ask you guys, when you see this word called salvation, what comes up to mind?
Nothing,
Fruits.
What? What did you say?
Fruits. Jesus.
Yeah, it's close to that. So the dictionary term, it means conservation or a means of escape from any harm, ruin, or loss. And I'm sure you know what saint means.
No.
No, okay, basically it's someone who's very virtuous and a kind person. So this will be the layout of my presentation. To start off, I'll be going to be talking briefly about my summary of the story. And then after that, I'll talk a bit about the characters. And then after that, I'll end it off with my opinion. So about the summary, basically it talks about this man called Mashiba. He's the CEO of a company, and his only desire is to become a parent. So, and his wife, called Ayane, apparently she can't help children, and because of it, he decided to divorce her. But at the same time, while he was planning to divorce her, he was having an affair with a young woman called Hiromi, who was Ayane's apprentice. So yeah, and then one day, he was suddenly found dead in his own apartment with traces of poison found in his cup of coffee. Okay, so now I'll be going to be talking about my opinion about the story. So, I personally think in most detective books that I've read so far, compared to this, usually the detective comes up with a conclusion very fast. But however, in this book, you can really see the frustration of the detectives as they try to find out who the killer is, and I think that was what made me at the very edge of my seat when I read the book. And also from our point of view, I think it's obvious. It kind of already hints who the killer is at the beginning of the story rather than the end. So I think that's what stands out from the other books. And us readers are also given several details about the case and the police are unaware of. So I think that also is interesting. And as what I think the author is trying to portray about the book, I think rather than explaining the significance of everything at the end of the book, he wanted to describe the characters' intentions and actions at the beginning, and so that they'll better portray their feelings of anguish and guilt. So that's all for my part. So any questions?
Some of you haven't asked any questions yet, so if you don't, someone to,
Would you rather read a book about detective or watch a show?
Honestly, I'd rather watch a show about detectives because it shows all the visual parts of what they actually do rather than in the book. Because some parts I might not understand what that part of that detective thing means. So if they show it in the show, then I'll understand it. Any more? Joseph?
What makes this detective book different from the rest, like Sherlock Holmes, those things?
As what I said, in the beginning of the story, they already hinted who the killer is, and rather than saying it at the end of the book, you basically know who the killer is, so you don't feel frustrated at all to find out who the killer is. Any more?
What was your favorite part of the book?
Okay, so I don't specifically have a favorite part in the book because, of course, it's about murder. But I would say I really like how the detectives tried to find out like pieces of information about the killer when they don't know that it's right in front of them. So I think that's what made it more interesting. When siya.
So you said like you could tell who the killer is at the beginning, yeah? But won't that be boring to read if you already know the killer?
No, not really, because it's actually kind of refreshing, you know, because like, then the other books you kind of like they're all finding out who the killer is, but then from this book you just directly know who the killer is, and then you just have to like wait until how the detectives find out who the killer is, and I think the process of it is what makes it more, you know, interesting.